Test.
Now wrestling on mat number 3, 126-pound, fifth place bout, bout number 82-6, San Marino, Paulsboro, and Ross.
Test. See if you can talk.
Testing.
Pound 826, Marino, Paulsboro, Ross, Henry.
Test.
Test. You had no test.
Can you hear?
I can hear you.
Test. I can hear you.
Hello, testing.
Alrighty, I think we're on, Johnny. Folks, this is a fifth place match. This is not the finals. Fifth place match here. They got Brent Fleetwood, 120 pounds. He's up against Micah Hight. These two guys are familiar, two Delaware boys. Two three-time Delaware state champions. And so far, Micah's been able to defeat Fleetwood several times.
We've been checking this out. We're dealing with, you got a 60-second first period, and Fleetwood's been going after Hight's head and trying to get Hight down and get his hands on the mat and try to create the angle off of that. Hight's on bottom. Let's see how explosive he'll be from this position. Fleetwood, known for being tough on top, so let's see if Micah can have some success. Micah continues to come to his feet, and eventually he's going to start to separate his hips. This is more than likely be the Delaware State Final, and these guys are here wrestling at Escape the Rock Wrestling for fifth. But both are very formidable opponents, even on a national scale. Tough work right here. Fleetwood, very long, lanky, rangy, has some abilities in the top position. It attaches himself to you as a rider, and Micah's going to have to find a way to get his hips out. He's coming to his feet fine, but he's got to get his hips separated from Fleetwood. So see, every time he comes to his feet, he leaves his hips behind. So when he solves that, I think he'll have some success. Well, he will have some success. Excellent ride so far. Great returns so far by Fleetwood.
And back to the center. I think this is more of a mental, this will be a mental victory for Fleetwood should he be able to pull this off. I think that's the separation. Little caution, got away with it there.
Yeah, he's beating that whistle because he knows that
he needs to get that wrist.
Micah's going to come with the stand-up, so what he's trying to do is negate it and trying to beat him to the punch, so to speak, and not allow him to get that early jump on that escape, that stand-up, so he can get the escape. Fleetwood doing an excellent job. He, like I said, he attaches himself to the bottom wrestler. In this instance, Micah Hight. I mean, he is very composed in top position, has great control, and really doesn't give you a lot of opportunity. So what Micah's got to do, and Micah's coming to his feet now. Right here, he's got to start separating, and there he's good. He's got the hips out. So there's the one.
There's your one.
So, you know, he's tried that about 6 or 7 times, and he's very dogmatic about it, and it finally paid off for him. So excellent work by Micah Hight on underneath. Was Fleetwood is worth the price of admission on top. So that was good work.
1-0, 50 seconds on the clock in the second period. And you hear Kurt Howe saying, "Hey, you got to make a move." This is where Micah's been able to beat Fleetwood. Whether it's a takedown early in the first or a takedown here after an escape, he wants to score now.
And we'll see if Fleetwood returns to an earlier strategy in that little 60-second stanza to start the match off. What he was doing was going after Micah's head, trying to get him down, get his hands on the mat. He's not going to win the speed battle with Micah Hight. So he's very calculated, and you see he's reaching for the head here. He's very calculated. He's trying to go after the head, get the hands of Micah Hight onto the mat so that he can work a little bit easier. So now Micah has him in that situation that Fleetwood wants to get Micah. So a little reversal of fortune right now.
And Hight's going to end this one with a 1-point lead here going into the third. And we'll see his strategy here. He'll ride him as long as he can, and doesn't want to give up the 2, so he'll cut him if need be.
Fleetwood's not going to spend a lot of time underneath.
Still no separation, no point awarded yet. And Hight to be fortunate if he can get a...
Fleetwood start to back up and circle to his right, actually.
Oh, Hight's got it. Hight has it.
Yeah, he's not going to get anything off of that. I mean, he can hold and ride. He's not going to score from that. He doesn't have the right positioning. But Fleetwood's going to get one here. I think we're going to wind up with a takedown is going to solidify this.
Well, that's 34 seconds off the clock, an advantage for Hight so far. Even if he can't get the turn, if he can hold him down and take a little muster out of him, that's what we want to see. He's got to bring him to the mat, cuts him. So we're tied up, Johnny, 1-1.
Fleetwood's going to go right to the head, try to get Hight down. I'm surprised Hight isn't using some of his movement here to establish one of his advantages in this match, like that stuff there.
Exactly. You see a lot of that the flurry that Micah has. I mean, extremely fast, incredibly explosive, but not doing a lot of it here in the third.
I mean, these two, as you mentioned earlier, Jermaine, I mean, these two are about as familiar with each other as you're going to find with two opponents on a wrestling mat. They know each other's history very well. We got a
stalling on red
on Fleetwood. I mean, there's the level change. See if somebody is willing to pull the trigger here. If we haven't had anybody get in deep on a single or double or high crotch, low single, anything of that nature.
So it looks like we're hitting overtime with 15 seconds left, unless one of these guys decide to give it a go.
There's a Russian.
There it is.
Try to get the double.
So overtime. All right, minute on the clock, Johnny.
Look at Fleetwood with the motion with the feet. Or moving his feet.
Oh, tries to get big.
Leverage. It's leverage. That's leverage. Yeah, that was outstanding. That was outstanding. That was leverage. You got to give Micah Hight the respect because he actually went after it. He actually went after the win.